Capricorn, the universe is trying to get your attention. There's something urgent that they're trying to tell you, trying to get this message across to you. So if you're coming across this reading, you're going to come across it when you're meant to receive this message. So let's see what you need to know right now, Capricorn. Let's get into your tarot card reading. Spirit guides, what does Capricorn need to know? Oh my goodness gracious me, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Why? Why? I didn't pick the deck up upside down. For a moment I hoped I did, but I did not. Okay, there's a lesson learned here about what you want. Page of Pentacles is in reverse, Capricorn. That's my lesson card, but it's also the card of not getting what we want. This is the card of not getting what we want, and there's the Seven of Pentacles, the card of investment. What are you saying? There's the Hierophant. There's a lesson being learned here, and that's what you need to know right now. What's the lesson? The Six of Wands. What you want? Did you get something and you actually didn't want it? Is that what the lesson is? The Six of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and, okay. There's actually two lessons here for some of you. So for some of you, Capricorn, I actually feel like you got what it was that you wanted, and it turned out to be something you did not want. Let me say, for example, you really wanted this job, you heard this job was great, this company was great, you applied, 5 years, you finally get in, you get the job, you get in there, and you're like, oh my god, this is toxic. Toxic, right? You finally landed the person you wanted, you've been crushing on this person, liking this person, vibing with this person, you get to know this person, and you're like, oh my god, don't like you. Okay, so for some of you, you're learning that maybe what you thought you wanted isn't actually what you wanted, and that's how it goes sometimes. And then for others of you, though, Capricorn, I feel like it's more of where you're spending your attention. I feel that there's been disappointments, and it's an element of how far are you going to let those disappointments stop you from getting what it is that you want, right? We have two choices when we get disappointed or when we get let down. We can let us hold us back, or we can use it as motivation to get what we want. And this is a message of using it for motivation to get what it is that you want, but it's being able to program or direct your mind to really be consciously aware about where you're placing your thoughts and your attention. There's what you want, but there's a little bit of an imbalance. So there's an element of being consciously aware about where you're spending your time and where you're investing your time, your money, and your effort when you get those disappointments, when things aren't going the best. And then there's also that element where you got something that you wanted and it really wasn't something you wanted here. Or is Capricorn about to get that? Is that already... No, it already happened. Okay. That's not a future energy, Cap. So there's a lesson being learned about that, about what it is that you want, and then how being able to release and let go of that disappointment. So right now you're being basically initiated or tested in your ability to refocus and not let distractions and disappointments stop you from getting what it is that you want. Why is that what Capricorn needs to know right now? Why is that the message that you're passing along? Are they about to get everything they ever wanted, or say what's up? Why is that the message you're giving to Capricorn today? There's a Six of Swords because you're stuck on that. What you want, where you're investing your time and your money. There's your spiritual lesson again. Because they need you to be confident. I actually think what it is you're supposed to get. I think it is, but there's something you're doing that's hurting you. That's why it's coming out, and they want you to stop doing that. They want you to walk away from that. Is it a friend? Is it a partnership? What's the Two of Cups? Six of Wands. Whoever it is that you're giving a lot of attention, it is a friend or a partnership. Someone's holding you back. Okay, let's understand that. You're stuck on something that this person has done. Either you think that this is like your soulmate, your twin flame, your life partner, or you think this is the only company, the career. There's an element where this person did something here, Capricorn, and it well, what is it that you want Capricorn to stop doing when it comes to this person? What did they do? What is Capricorn? What is it that's... Let's understand that and I'll get the message. Caring what they're saying. Don't care what they say. So it's like you had a falling out. It's like, you know, with the company, you had a falling out with your boss. You're about to quit. You're about to leave. But you know they're gossiping about you. You know they're lying about you. You know they're talking smack about you. You know they're doing all that immature, petty high school, you know, mean girl shit. But who cares? that's what they're trying to say. Don't worry about what they're saying. Don't worry about what gossip, what lies, what rumors they're spreading. If somebody wants to believe that about you, they will. You won't be able to stop them. If someone's in your corner and they know you, they're not going to believe that about you, and the person can't make them. In my opinion, it's very black and white. So the message here is to stop thinking about it. Stop letting it bother you. There's like an element where it's like someone might have said to you, oh, you quit this job? Yeah, you're never going to get another job. Don't let them think that. They're just saying that because they're jealous. You're taking action. You're making moves, baby. So Capricorn, what you need to know is with that ending, they want you to stop worrying about what they're saying, what they're doing, what people's opinions are. They don't want that to bother you. They don't want that to be something that distracts you, holds you back, or is the focus. That's why you need to know this right now. Okay. All right. So then, what are the actions? How do you want Capricorn to move forward here? What? Right, itchy nose. I'm gonna shuffle again. Okay. Don't let it stress you out. Follow your heart. Hold on. Cards on the floor. I'm scared to move my chair. Okay. Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about, but last time I rolled the chair over my broken toe and it really, really hurt. I've recuperated. I'm no longer in pain, Capricorn, but sure as hell don't want to roll the chair over my toe again, because that sucked. Hold on. So I got my legs crossed over here. Okay. What fell? There's your manifestation. They don't want, okay, this is like I'm going to say a cautionary or a warning tale. They don't want you to let this stop you from getting what you want. There's an element, and maybe with the Page of Swords in reverse, maybe they told you couldn't do something, or it's like, you know, you break up with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, they're like, you're never going to find better than me, you don't even know what you have, how good I am, and maybe something got in your mind, you went on a really bad date after, but there's just this element here where what you need to know is you do not let this person stop you. Do not let them stop you from getting what it is that you want, what it is that you deserve, from winning at this game of life. They are who they are, you are who you are. Don't let it bother you. Which is easier said than done. But as above, so below, as within, so without. Whatever they're saying, whatever they're doing, it's a reflection of them. And they don't want you to allow this to stop you from creating your best, to getting life, getting exactly what it is that you want, Capricorn. So what you need to know right now is not worrying about what people are saying or thinking. They're going to believe what it is that they want to believe. And if they've criticized you or cut you up or made you doubt yourself, remember that that's a reflection of them. Don't let this stress you out, and don't let it stop you from getting what it is that you want. Some of you, it could have been love. You just got cheated on. This person rocked you. They made, you know, they threw your secrets in your face, started telling people your most vulnerable things. And you might be scared to love again. You might be scared to open up again. But just remember that not everybody is like them. And you deserve to have that in your life if it's something that you want. So don't let this person and their behavior stop you from getting what it is that you deserve and want in life, Capricorn. That's what you need to know right now. Okay, we're going to grab some oracles. We're going to see what they want to say. And we'll jump back into the tarot. We'll do a potential outcome, and we'll see where you guys are in a month. We'll go to the May 2026, but it is a timeless reading, so this will be 30 days from whenever you see this reading, Cap. So what does Capricorn need to surrender to when it comes to this? Your intuition. Yeah, baby, yeah. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Okay. Let's grab your spirit animal. What's the spirit animal message here for Capricorn? What is the spirit animal message? Well, we have a couple here. Yeah, there's the frog. Ribbit, ribbit. We got a little transition energy here. So, what's up, frog? This is a powerful time of change. You are called to connect with the worlds of emotions and feminine energies. You might also need to engage in a process of cleansing, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, or energetic. Get out that sage, baby. Get out that, why am I having a brain fart? Epsom salt, have some nice cleansing baths. Dear, gentleness. This is a reminder to be more gentle with yourself and with others. The grace, sensitivity, and gentleness of the spirit animal echo the qualities brought forth when living from the heart. And we have lightness, a little bit of hummingbird. It's time for you to pursue your dreams with determination. Capricorn, it's time for you to pursue your dreams with determination. By doing this, you will make your dreams a reality. Joy is just around the corner, but you have to believe that it's possible to manifest your visions. So stop waiting and stop doubting. All right, I want to grab my set deck here, Capricorn. Hold on. Let's see which god or goddess wants to make an appearance. Let's see what they want to say. Look at your channeled, your future, your abundance. But let's see what message is meant to come out for you today. Who wants to talk to Capricorn? Baby. Who is it? Who is it? I'm set. Air Spirit. Card number 18. One moment, Cape. Let me get your message, baby. Let me get your message. So I lead the 4 magic genii, for I am Iset, the leader of the brethren. As I come from the west, I tell you to seek to make careful choices in life in accordance with the law of Ma'at, for these will influence the health of your body, your liver, and your eternal life. Avoid too much alcohol and ask me to give you magical healing of your body and your mind. Alcohol will lower that vibration. So if you're trying to manifest something in your life, every book I've read, every manifestation book, every magic book, every occult book always says to refrain from meat and alcohol while you're attempting to do that so that your body is as clean as possible. Your temple is important when you're trying to create in your life. Okay, abundance. If you cease to worry and meditate more, you're going to achieve financial success. So love, let go of negative influences that in order to succeed in the current or future relationships. Work and career, it's time for conscious choice to be made to ensure that future satisfaction is with your career path. And your future message success, your future depends, your future message is, your future success depends on your ability to quiet your mind before making your choices. The future is still open to change, nothing is set in stone. Everybody has free will, and your choices and how you deal with this are going to create and determine how that's going to go for you, Cap. So let's see how it goes for you. Let's get your potential outcome. And Capricorn, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are in 30 days. Today's April 9th. We're going to go to May 9th, 2026, 30, 40 days. But it is a timeless reading. So this is 30 days from when you see this reading. All right. Where are you? How's it going? What you do? I like it. Okay. I like it a lot. What's on the other side of that? 10 of Wands in reverse. You guys, my son, he's 17, but he's just discovered like Ace Ventura, the cable guy. He's just discovered all these Jim Carrey movies from like the 90s, Dumb and Dumber. So every time I go into the living room or the family room, he's in there watching them. He's kind of like a little bit obsessed with Jim Carrey right now, so apologize for my I like it a lot Jim Carrey mode here. 10 of Wands in reverse, the Page of Wands, the Star, which come true dream fulfillment, the Page of Swords. Isn't that interesting? She's up right now. She was in reverse before. You might have a little conversation, or you could be learning something. We're going to find out. There's a 7 of Cups. Now, what you're learning to do is move forward without knowing everything. I like the energy around you, Capricorn. I actually think it's very stable, grounded, and spiritual. So you're learning to let go. The 10 of Wands is in reverse. It's not bothering you anymore. It's not stressing you out. It's not burdening you anymore. You've learned to accept, to let go, to release. You're basically learning to move forward without knowing everything. The Page of Swords is here with the Star and it's looking directly at the Star. For me, that means you're healing without getting closure. This person might never have said they're sorry, or, they might not even be sorry, right? Shit, we all know those people. I don't do anything wrong, I'm perfect. So there's this element where it's like you're learning to move forward, you're learning to heal, you're learning to let go without closure. This person might never apologize, they might never take accountability, they might never change, but you're not letting it bother you. And that's the thing. The Star is like you're showing yourself love and compassion. You're focused on your goals, your aspirations. But it really is the card of healing, right? And it's a card of the North Star, right? In this deck, I actually think I might be serious, but I have to read the booklet on this deck. But either way, it's the North Star, the way I'm interpreting it right now. The North Star is your crown chakra, it's authenticity. So you're learning how to be true to yourself. You're learning how to let go of other people's words, expectations, behaviors, actions. There's a really strong element of independence and focusing on yourself, but most of all, you're excited about where you're heading. The Page of Wands is here, which means you're excited. I'm going to see if that's a message in a moment, but this to me is you're learning to move forward without closure. It's not bothering you. You're realizing it's just a side of them. It has nothing to do with you. Now, what's this Page of Wands? Is this a message, or is it just Capricorn excited? Is it a download from spirit guides? What is the Page of Wands here for Cap? No, it's just you. It's you seeing. You're seeing what you want, how you feel, to be compassionate to yourself. You're doing things different. There's been a lot of spiritual growth here. I felt that. And this 2 of Wands is the card of spiritual growth, right? There's a little buck, and it's really being highlighted. So what's being highlighted is self-love, showing yourself the love and compassion, being the friend to yourself. This is like waking up in the morning and loving yourself. I love Capricorn. I love being me. I love my hair. I love my pants. I love my shoes. I love my house. This is you talking real nice about yourself, right? Your positive affirmations. You're looking in the mirror. You're talking good about yourself. You like being you. And this is just pure acceptance and authenticity. Capricorn, you're in a really good place. People aren't influencing you. They ain't bothering you. They didn't apologize, and they might never. But you're learning to move forward without needing that, without wanting that. and understanding that you might not get that. So there's a lot of self-love here and there's a lot of compassion. Basically, you're being the friend to yourself that these people probably were not to you. And you should be your best friend because people will treat you the way that you treat yourself. So Capricorn, that's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going down. I see a release. I see a healing. I see a forward movement. But most of all, I see a lot of excitement about where you're heading. And I like the fact that the star is here because that means that there is no glass ceiling. There is no limits on you. They've been removed because you removed them. So Cappy, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I do hope it resonated with you. And as per usual, if you like your reading and if you like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Helps my channel to grow, Capricorn. So thank you so much for your continued support, especially through my changes. I appreciate that. And let's close your reading off with your final message, which is a yes or no question. Yes or no? What's the answer for Capricorn? Yes or no? Yes or no? What does the Capricorn get today? Capricorn? Well, it's feasible. That's what I have. I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.